All right. So I've practiced with holding a drink, so I think it'll feel better that way. All right. So, hi. To be perfectly honest, I've been panicking a little bit about writing the speech since day one of the engagement, 2 years, 2 months, and 11 days ago. And over those last 2 years, I've had several dreams in which it's, the night before, or the morning of, or, like right now, and I have no speech written. And since I'm a little more prepared than my sister, and I didn't just scribble down that love note like an hour before the ceremony, I've been preparing my speech for like 7.5 months. But I didn't actually say that because that would make it seem like really good. It's not that good. So I started out by Googling ideas and asking around to others who have given successful speeches. And the best advice I got, not the best advice, the advice that stood out the most to me was from a certain someone in this room. Now, I won't name any names, but he pretty much told me just to wing it. Get a little buzz and let the words flow. But for anyone who knows me, on a day-to-day basis, 100% sober, words flow from my mouth that are pretty ridiculous and most of the time make no sense. So the idea of getting drunk and giving a speech, literally the worst idea ever. So, I had no choice but to write the damn speech. So hi. All right. So to start off, I'd like to begin with a little European history from the early 21st century. Now, Kari has always had a real lust for the European men. And I believe this started in high school when she snatched up Tiago, the Portuguese exchange student, for her junior prom date, amidst the tears of every other 16-year-old in her class, and Kayla Kaufman. And after high school, she went to college where she had a trip to Europe, in which there's rumors she mingled with a Frenchman or two. And I'm sorry to all the British family, because I know how we feel about the French. And then, after college, there was this German toothmaker. German, Jamie, or was it German? No, not important? Okay. Moving on from the German toothmaker, I started to think that Kari had lost all hope of ever finding her perfect European match. But she stumbled upon Jason, and I know what you're thinking, but Jason is European. He is British. I know some of you who don't talk to him all the time, or don't see him very often, may not be sure of it because of his interesting hybrid American accent. But there's no doubt of Jason's Britishness when he is either A, drunk, or B, surrounded by British people. So, since tonight, both of those things are going to happen, it's literally going to be the most British you've ever seen Jason Gilbert since he was 12 and came to the United States of America. All right? So, to wrap that up, Kari has always liked European men, found Jason, settled with him because they both speak English, and she sucks at foreign languages, but she's really good at science, and so is Jason, so that's awesome. They share that. That's really good. Yeah. All right. So this next part of the speech is where I would go into great detail about some emotional childhood memories. But the truth is I can't remember any in great detail. I kind of have a terrible long-term memory. So instead, I'm just going to look at you, Kari, and I'm just going to say things that I do with her. Okay? So remember that turtle sandbox that we had? Mm-hmm. And that red and white swing set? Yeah. Yeah, and when we would walk in the woods to Nani Papa's house? Yeah. And that triangle tree fort? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we loved Beanie Babies and Barbies and American Girl dolls, right? Mm-hmm. And we had lots of trips to Disney World and Prince Edward Island, and we made all these memories I can't remember. Yeah. And then that time in Florida, and we had to go to Lowe's 17 times with Mama and Grandpa. Yeah. And we now hate Lowe's. Except for recently. I haven't been to Lowe's recently. And Jingles, and Gabby, and anything that has to do with Gabby. Rest in peace. But I do remember that one time we put her in that red wagon, we towed her around the neighborhood on our bikes. So cute. But those were really good days. And then we moved on into those teenage years where those sassy sister years. I don't know. Kari became pretty mean to me. And one time she threw a hairbrush at my head, which may explain long-term memory loss. And then we went into high school, and she wouldn't let me borrow her clothes, so I had to steal them, obviously. And then she'd get, pretty pissy about that. But moving on, because in the wise words of Albus Dumbledore from the great Harry Potter series, the second best thing to come out of the UK after Jason motherfucking Gilbert. It does not do well to dwell on the past. And so dwell we shall not. After high school, Kari went off to college, and then I followed, and our, geographical proximity became greater. I don't know, we weren't right next to each other anymore. And that was good. That was really good. So it kind of helped our friendship revive and our sisterhood revive. Not like it was ever broken, We were always sisters and we loved each other just in sassy ways, So now, we went off to college and we became really amazing friends, and not just lame sister friends, but like best friends. And we're getting corny, but I'm just going that way. And we have to give something to the moms. So you're my best friend. And there's honestly not a day that goes by that we don't talk in some form of communication. And it's usually not once a day, it's like an embarrassing 7 or 8 times a day. And in the past, the recent past, we've had some really awesome trips, sister trips, and family trips to Europe and Africa. And I do remember those because it worked that long ago. And also, I haven't had a hairbrush done with me since I was 11, so that's good. And honestly, you are the one person, minus Tyler, who knows how bloody crazy I am. Bloody crazy. And you still love me, and that's great. And so we'll see, because come next week, Kari and I will live 1 floor apart in our new apartments. So hopefully that new geographical distance doesn't, fuck anything up. But I know it won't, because not only will I have my best friend upstairs, but I'll have Jason, who I've become really close with over the last 2 years, and I've been lucky to bond with and form our own friendship. And it's cool that we have some similar interests, our fondness of animal hoarding tendencies, our interest in backyard chicken husbandry and koi pond maintenance, as well as our love of intense philosophical and political debates in which others around us feel inferior. We do. Mostly Kari, because she's not up to date on foreign politics. Embarrassing. And also Aurora's up there too. And I love that dog. She's my favorite living dog. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm trying to say, to really bring it all to an end, I'm excited for you guys to move on to the next phase of your life, but I'm also excited for me because I get to be a part of it. Sorry. Tyler will be there too because he's also downstairs. So that'll be great, but I think it's special, the relationship that we have, and that we really are friends. We're not just family, I don't know. I thought about this part of the speech and then I'm just letting it fly. So, I think it's pretty amazing, the bond that we all have, and I'm excited to move on to the next phase of our lives together. I know that you guys are going to go off and do marriage things, but I'll be there too. And I think it's awesome. I think there's only good things to come. So, let's pick up our champagne glasses again, if you didn't drown it. To Jason, the renowned wrangler of interstellar space mice astronauts. And And to Kari, my forever pocket-sized sister, I love you. So happy for you. Congratulations.